A newly disclosed zero-day flaw in Microsoft Windows has security teams on alert, not because Microsoft has already issued a fix, but because community developers have stepped in with free, unofficial patches, while the official vendor solution is still pending. This video is sponsored by Stonefly. More on that at the end of the video. The vulnerability affects the Windows Remote Access Connection Manager service, a core component that runs automatically in the background with full system-level privileges and handles essential functions such as virtual private network connections and remote network interfaces. Researchers looking into a separate, previously fixed privilege escalation issue discovered this additional flaw, which allows an unprivileged user to crash the service at will due to a coding error in how linked list structures are processed. When the service encounters a null pointer in this loop, it attempts to read memory that isn't mapped, causing the service to terminate unexpectedly. Security experts warn that crashing a core service like this isn't just a denial of service risk. It also unlocks the missing piece required to chain with the earlier privilege escalation flaw and could enable a local adversary to impersonate the service and execute higher privileged actions once the service is stopped. For defenders, this is a double threat: a stability attack that takes down key remote connection capabilities and a potential escalation of privileges when combined with other weaknesses. Because Microsoft has not yet provided an official fix across all supported versions of Windows, from legacy editions like Windows 7 up through the latest server builds, researchers at a third-party security outfit have published free patches through a micropatching platform. These unofficial patches intercept and correct the faulty code path in memory, preventing the crash without waiting for the vendor's scheduled updates. Users install a small agent, which then automatically applies the micropatch in the operating system's runtime environment, protecting endpoints without requiring an immediate reboot unless custom policies block live updates. While these community patches fill a critical gap, relying on third-party mitigations carries operational and security considerations. Organizations must balance urgency and risk, validate cryptographic integrity of the patching platform, and monitor for any unintended side effects. The disclosure underscores a broader challenge for enterprise security teams. Zero-day flaws can emerge not only in exotic network-accessible services, but in everyday system components that underpin remote connectivity. Administrators should closely monitor service stability, audit logs for unexpected RasMan restarts or termination events, and temporarily reduce attack surface by disabling the Remote Access Connection Manager service where feasible in environments that don't depend on VPN or remote link management. Segmentation and least privileged local user policies can also reduce the impact of an unprivileged user triggering the crash condition. In parallel, security operations should track vendor advisories and prepare to deploy the official patch once Microsoft releases it in a future update cycle. This case also illustrates the community's role in interim protection. When official fixes lag behind disclosures, third-party micropatching can provide an urgent defensive layer. However, defenders must remain cautious and perform due diligence on any externally sourced patch mechanisms. Until the vendor's own fix is released and fully deployed via standard update channels, mixed approaches that combine mitigation, monitoring, and safe application of verified unofficial patches may be the best way to manage this zero-day risk across diverse Windows estates. And now a word from our sponsor. Get a 70 terabytes iSCSI and Fiber Channel SAN storage appliance for $9,995. Contact sales at stonefly.com to schedule a demo. Subscribe for more cybersecurity news. Thank you for watching.